Hello, fifth graders. Let's take a look at a few of the skills that will be on your math challenge this week. I would like for you to take a look at problems 1 through 4. If you haven't already worked these problems, pause the video now to complete 1 through 4 and then play the video, and you'll be able to see some of the answers and explanations for the problems. You can pause now because we're about to begin with number 1. It says write this number: 12,284,201. All right, so we are going to write 12,284,201 is what you should have for number 1. Now let's go ahead and look at number 2. Work these problems. This is where we're going to have to put in the work and make sure our place values are lined up. We'll start with the ones place and work our way to the left. We know that 1 plus 1 is 2. 7 plus 8 is 15. I'm going to drop my 5, carry the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 5 more is 14. I'm going to drop my 4, carry my 1. I then have 8 plus 1, which is 9, plus 5 more is 14. I'll drop that 4, carry my 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 2 more is 7. 5 plus 3 is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. 7 plus 9 is 16. Carry my 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 more is 14. I can now come and place my commas. If I didn't do it while I was adding, I know that it's going to be 3 place values in between. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Final answer: 1,468,874,452. Let's move on to the next one, which we are subtracting, and there's going to be some regrouping here, guys. Make sure that you space out those place values. Let's start with 9 minus 5 equals 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 8, I'm going to have to regroup. One of these numbers are going to get smaller. My second number will be getting bigger. 12 minus 8 is 4. Here, I'll have to regroup. I'm going to change 2 of my numbers. This 6 will become a 5. This 4 will become a 14. 14 minus 8 equals 6. 5 minus 3 is 2. Here, I'm going to have to regroup, changing that 9 to an 8 and that 2 to a 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. 8 minus 6 is 2. Here, I'll have to regroup. I'm going to change this 6 to a 5 and this 3 to a 13. 13 minus 5 is 8. 5 minus 1 is 4. I'll come back and place my commas 3 place values apart, which leaves me with 482,726,424. We're still regrouping, guys. Let's look at our next problem here. Here we have a 1 minus 6. We need some regrouping here. I'm going to change that 5 to a 4, the 1 to an 11. 11 minus 6 equals 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. Here I'm going to have to do some regrouping. This 0 and this 9 will change to an 8. This 0 to a 10. 10 minus 5 will give me 5. 8 minus 9, I'll have to do some regrouping. We have to put in the work, 5th graders. 18 minus 9 gives me 9. 4 minus 8, I have to regroup here, guys. This 8 will change to a 7. this 4 of 14. 14 minus 8 equals 6. 7 minus 5 equals 2. 5 minus 6, I'm regrouping. I'm going to change that 5 to a 15. Here I have 15 minus 6, which equals 9. And 3 minus 3 equals 0. I'm going to come back and place my commas 3 place values apart, which gives me 9,269,515. We're still putting in the work, guys. Let's look at our last subtraction problem here. Once I take a look, I notice that I have decimals here. I've lined up my decimals. I'm going to need a space holder here. And I'm also going to have to regroup when starting at the hundredths place. This 0 and this 5 will change. That 5 to a 4. That 0 to a 10 minus 1 equals 9. 4 minus 4 is 0. 3 minus 8, I have some regrouping to do here. Change that 2 to a 1, that 3 to a 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. 1 minus 3, I have regrouping. 11 minus 3 equals 8. I have some regrouping. 3 minus 8, I'm going to change this 9 to an 8. That 3 to a 13. 13 minus 8 equals 5. 8 minus 4 equals 4. And 7 minus 4 equals 3. Okay, I'm going to come down since I line my decimals up and I'm subtracting here. I'm just going to bring it down. I'm subtracting. So since I lined it up, I just need to bring my decimal down. And I'm also going to use my comma here between the 3 and the 4, my thousand and hundredths place. Final answer, 3,458 and 509 hundredths is my final answer. So guys, don't forget to put in the work with these problems. These problems may be the problems you want to do last because they are going to take some time, and some of you are familiar with how to check those answers. So check your work. We're moving on to number 3. On number 3, they're asking me to order these numbers from greatest to least. From greatest to least. And you know my method is to line those numbers up so we can find which is greatest. I'm lining them up based on the place value. That way I will be able to see the smallest to the largest. All right. So here I'm just going to place those space holders. I see so far they're equal. They're equal here, equal here. I see one that is smaller. So I know right off that this is going to be my third number. These are the same. Here I have a 0. So I know that that's going to be second to last, which leaves this first number my greatest value. So here we're already in order from greatest to least. So this is the greatest, the second, and third answer here. So line those place values up, guys, and take a look at those numbers in order to determine which is greatest and least. Number 4, how would you write this mixed number and improper fraction? So here I have 5 and 7/8. 5 and 7/8. What I want to do here is multiply and add. I'm going to multiply my 5 and 8 to get 40. And then I'm going to add 7 more, which will give me a total of 47. I'm going to keep that denominator of 8. And there is my final answer. Again, I had to multiply and then add, and that gave me my numerator. I kept the same denominator of 8. All right, so Rewind the video if you need to go back to review anything, but meet me for part 2. Thanks, guys.